Yo, what's up, guys? This is Raw Podcast, back at you with another video on today. Make sure you hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel, click on that bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. And guess what? We back, baby. Been gone for a minute, definitely been taking care of some business, and especially family business. So definitely, man, I'll be eventually starting to upload more videos and coming back once I get the time and my scheduling right. I will be able to start uploading videos again. But I want to talk about the Jameson Williams suspension, and should the NFL rescind some of the games. I think personally, if the NFL made a mistake, they got to own up to it, just like the players have to own up to it when they make mistakes. I think the NFL should be held accountable for the do's and the don'ts of what players should know coming into the league, you know, especially when it comes to sports betting and things of that nature. I think that these guys need to know what they can and cannot do. And now, I'm not saying that the NFL has not formed these guys when they came into the league, because there's a lot of different things as a rookie you need to know coming into the NFL. Number one, being able to handle your money, because you don't never know if you're going to get another big contract. You know, some say that the NFL stands for not for long, that you won't be in the NFL for that long. Some guys be in the NFL for 10, 14 years. Some guys be in the NFL for 3-4 years, and you never see them again. So in the case of Jameson Williams, who's had a shaky start so far with the Detroit Lions due to his injury, and we want to see this guy on the field, man. We really want to see what Jameson Williams brings to the table. But, you know, if there's a penalty to be paid, and if he made a mistake that he wasn't aware of, definitely that one is on him. And he must educate himself on the policies and what you can and can't do in the NFL when it comes to gambling on the team's facilities, or then doing any of those things. Those are no-nos, or any type of information about another team, or anything that you could be putting out there that should not be out there as a pro athlete. You know, because sometimes, you know, when they think that pro athletes are betting on games, pretty much they could think that these guys are throwing games away. You know, sometimes that's what you could be considered throwing football games away. But I don't think that ultimately, at the end of the day, that this is what the Lions are trying to do, or this is what Jameson Williams is trying to do. I think it's a lesson learned. But at the same time, I think that the NFL needs to rescind some of the games that Jameson Williams was suspended for. He got suspended for 6 games. I think maybe 2 games at the most, maybe 1 game, or maybe no game at all. You know, just the NFL being accountable and just saying we need to educate these guys on what they can and can't do when it comes to sports betting. A lot of guys bet, and, you know, you get betting going on all the time. You know, whether it be in Vegas, whether it be guys betting with each other and having their own personal bets, whatever it be, you always are seeing guys bet over sports. So I think this is going to be a lesson learned for Jameson Williams, that is a no-no. And from the information that's coming out now, pretty much saying practically he was not at any NFL facility, and he was pretty much, you know what I'm saying, I guess maybe he was at a hotel or something like that, but that wouldn't be considered the NFL's property. That would be considered the property of the hotel. So I'm hoping, man, that Jameson Williams gets rescinded some games. All these games, man, 6 games, that's a lot. And then some of the guys that were betting got like a whole year off. So whatever he did, you know, they didn't give him the stiff penalty as they could have gave him. They could have gave him a year off too, but they decided whatever he did was only worth 6 games. But to me, now that they understand that they made a mistake, you either, you know, don't give this guy, you give him a verbal warning, you give him a verbal tongue lashing or something like that, and you let it go. You know, whether it's him paying a fee, maybe you charge him a fee or something like that for being in a situation that he did not know, or he just wasn't, you know, really understanding. So that's what I think at the end of the day, that the NFL needs to rescind Jameson Williams games, whether it be 1 or 2 games, I think that should be the most. Not suspending this guy for 6 games. That's a whole lot of games, especially for a player that is still trying to earn his stake with the Detroit Lions and still trying to get chemistry with Jared Goff. You need Jameson Williams to be at full strength, and you need him. So at the end of the day, you want to see Jameson Williams get out there on that gridiron, and you want to know why you drafted this kid in the first round. And definitely you want to see the investment. If you're the Detroit Lions, you want to see your investment panned out on Jameson Williams being one of the top receivers to come out in a very, very long time. So hopefully, man, the NFL will rescind some of these games. Maybe Jameson Williams will get an opportunity to appeal some of these games and get this thing down to 1 or 2, or maybe no games at all for the NFL. Maybe they just give him a fine and it'll be what it is. But definitely, man, make sure you guys hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel, click on that bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up those uploads. And I'll be back to you soon. Peace.